welcome back to the DMV Roundtable podcast. I am your host, Jose Barreto, and with me here today is Jenny. What's up, Jenny?
Hey, Jose, how are you? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I'm good. How
Here
are you?
we go.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're doing just a little market update for people. Yeah. It's a little follow-up to the last podcast we did, where we talked about how the rates were going up, and we expected them to be at 4% by the end of this year. Well, a lot of things have happened, and we have some updates for people, so we just wanted to let everybody know, right?
Absolutely. Oh my God, I can't believe we're here. It happened so quickly, I still can't.
I know, right?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around how everything just changed within a week.
Right.
You know? Like, came Monday, we were a completely different atmosphere. Everybody's just, it seems like it's putting a lot of buyers and sellers at edge.
Yeah, it is. It is because, if you didn't watch the last one, we were saying how rates were inching up a little bit. We expected them to go up in the mid-3s by the summer, and by the end of the year, we expected them to be close to 4.
Yeah.
Well, they just announced that rates are now averaging 4.5% already. So it's a significant jump.
It is.
It's going to leave a lot of people out of their price point that they were before.
Yes.
I think you're going to have buyers freak out a little bit because their payments, what they thought they were they were going to be once they found their place, is now going to be a couple $100 higher.
Yeah.
It's going to maybe make some sellers nervous because they think that the pool of buyers is going to shrink too much. That's not how we see it, right? I think it's going to be a little healthy for less buyers to be on the market.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think?
I think so, and I think a lot of sellers are nervous. That I've talked to a lot of sellers over this weekend, and they are a little bit nervous. But at the same time, I always tell them, we have to price it correctly. If you price it correctly, you're still going to get multiple offers.
Right.
Even though, yes, the buyer amount have decreased, we're going to have less buyers, less competition. But I think we're still going to see, 3 to 5 offers per listing still. At
least, yeah. I think even though it's going to shrink, the number of buyers is not going to. We still have an inventory crisis.
We still do.
It doesn't matter. That's not going to change. I mean, maybe you don't get 20 offers. But you're still going to get multiple offers. I mean, as long as it's priced correctly. I mean, we always talk about that. Clearly, if you overprice a property, it doesn't matter what the market is looking like. You're not going to get there.
Not getting multiple offers.
But if you're continuing to price the properties correctly, you're doing as an agent, if you're watching this, if you're doing your comps, you're doing your CMAs, and you're looking at the neighborhood and the area and the trend and the season that we're in now, spring and everything like that. If you're doing your homework, you're going to be able to price it correctly, and you are going to get multiple offers, and you're likely going to sell it for more than that still. That's not going to change.
Yeah, that's not going to change. I mean, I just listed one in Stafford. Within 2 days, we had a total of 9 offers.
Yeah.
So, the seller still had plenty of activity, and this was after 30 plus showings.
Exactly.
So there's still quite a bit. Like you said, it's an inventory issue that we're still having.
Yeah, we're still doing
the interest rates are still, have taken a spike, but I think that buyers still were very conservative to what they could qualify.
Exactly.
So I think they still have some wiggle room. They're still okay with the interest rate that we have currently.
Yeah, I mean, again, 4.5%, it seems high.
Yeah.
Because we just came out of
the
high 2s and the 3s, low 3s, so everybody was excited, and the 3s were a blur, by the way. It went from 3 to 4 in no time.
Quickly.
So
exactly.
So yeah, it's 4.5 is still good enough. It's still a good interest rate, and I think it's a positive that it's going to shrink the buyer pool a little bit, because now for buyers agents, that means less competition for you.
Right.
Sharpen your knives. Let's go. Now you have a better chance at getting your clients into the home that they want. So I don't necessarily think it's not great for buyers because their payments are going to be higher, but it's not great. It's not bad for the overall market, right? Yeah. The health of the market.
I think buyers are just going to have to kind of sit down with the lender, go through the numbers very carefully.
Yep.
So that way they're still comfortable with it, right?
Exactly.
And I think that also they're going to be able to buy, maybe they could afford a property that's fully renovated already, so maybe now they need to change a little bit the tactic,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
They're like, okay, maybe we could do, it's adjustment. It's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But like you said, the interest rate that we have right now compared to what it was like 10 years ago, we're
Yeah.
still good, you know? We're not that high.
No, 4.5 is not that high.
Yeah.
It's still a good interest rate. It's still, you know, if it wasn't for the historical low that we just had, it would have been historically low,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it has
So, and again, and for sellers, don't worry about it. There's still plenty of buyers out there who qualify, even at 4.5%, at 5%, at 5.5%.
Yeah.
You know, the income levels are good. We're still have plenty of buyers out there looking to buy. We still have the millennials are in the middle of like their buying age.
Yeah.
So you still have all of these factors still point to a lot of buyers
Yeah.
for the foreseeable future. I mean, we're not even talking about for the near future. We're talking for the foreseeable future.
right.
The health of the market should still be pretty good.
And we're still seeing a lot of sellers they're getting ready to put their houses on the market.
Mhm.
I talked to a few sellers over the weekend that they're planning on listing their properties towards the end of April.
Right.
Because now we're going into the season where the school year is also ending. People are starting to plan, hey, we're moving out of the smaller house, moving into a bigger house. So we're going to have those buyers come
for
into
sure.
the market as
For
well.
sure.
So
For sure.
I think we're going into a healthier market.
I
for
think
everybody,
it's
to
still going to
honest.
be healthy. If you have done your pre-approval,
Mhm.
make sure you go back to your lender real
Yes.
quick and refresh those numbers because they're probably going to look different than they did a few weeks ago, even as early as recently as 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They're going to look significantly different.
Significantly,
So make
yeah.
sure you go back and refresh those numbers. This is very, very important. And if you were thinking of getting into the market, make sure that you go into talk to your loan officer. Make sure that you get all of your numbers.
Yeah, and if you're going to see a property, before you see it, send him the address. Let him run numbers for you, so
Yep.
that way you know going in.
Exactly.
Instead of after, once you fall in love with the property, you're like, oh man, I can't afford that.
Yep.
It's too high. You know, I can't make those numbers work.
Exactly.
So always run. I always tell my clients, okay, which address are we seeing this weekend? Pick
Get
the
your
one that you
numbers.
most like. Let's send it to your lender. Have them run numbers for you to make sure.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Yep. All right, so that was it, guys. We just wanted this was a quick video for to give you a quick market update. If we see anything major happen, any shift that happens, you know, we don't want to do a bunch of these. We just want to do them when there's
Something
significant
happens,
information that is important to you guys. So if anything else happens, we'll do another one. But yeah, this has been an update on interest rates. Hope that you guys get some value out of that. Okay.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, give Jose a call, give me a call. I'm Jenny with the Delaria team.
Yep.
Feel free to reach out to us. We do have a couple listings coming up. So I'm excited for this market.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we're ready.
We are.
Let's do this.
We're very excited. Call Jen if you have any questions. Okay, guys. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you at the next one.
See you next time.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Jenny.
All right. Bye.